Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Thursday, January 4th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got NHL action this Thursday night. The Ottawa Senators versus the Seattle Kraken. Puck drop is going to be here in just a minute. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Thursday, and I am ready for the matchup. Let's go, baby. You already know what it is. And I got some good news there from Megan with Bjorky going to the All-Star game, so that's always awesome. And we have a dono to get our stream started off on a good note. Yorkie to the All-Star game, baby. $5 holla. Thank you so much. I wouldn't expect anything else besides watching many, many things, just like myself. So I appreciate you. $5 dono. 95 to go to hit the goal. Let's go, baby. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Let's get some Kraken photos plugged in as soon as we can here. I appreciate you. Let's go, baby. They're in the building. What's good? 6-1-2 record from our goalie, baby. You already know what it is. Let's go. Joey DeCord, 6-1-2 record, 1.43 GAA. I like it. Have we found something special? I'm not too sure, but at least for the time being, it feels good to release the Kraken, defend the deep. Let's go. And it makes it, such that much more enjoyable knowing that your goalie isn't going to give up 1, 2, 3 goals in a period. And as long as we have good, net play and we can hold teams to, I would say 3 goals or less, it gives us a good chance at this point where we might be able to do some damage. Let's go. All right, somebody's looking handsome. Let's go, Hack. We need you today. Let's see what kind of tie you got going on. And Bjorky to the All-Star game. Let's freaking go. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Got a couple nice of Oliver here. Joey in net, making a name for himself in the NHL. Let's go, baby. And I had to throw in a little Winter Classic photos if I could find some good ones. And this is probably one of the best ones I was finding of Joey DeCord. Let's go. No worries. Hopefully we'll get someone to come through and show some love. Appreciate you helping out on the Twitter side, Sarah, as well. Make sure you get yourself something nice. T-shirt, or if you got something that you got your eyes on, make sure you get something special for yourself. Let's go. Daniel in the building. What's good? Crazy now with the fantasy championship, just getting close to being wrapped up. I never would have thought, I would get to a point where I wouldn't be able to have my strongest lineup, and I may have to use Nick Mullins at quarterback to try to win the championship. But I guess whatever it takes. Mahomes can't use you. Baker Mayfield, it doesn't look like I'm going to use you. I put Tom Brady on my bench though, because for good moral support. I won't be able to use him, but he's on my bench for a reason. So hopefully that'll give us a little bit more juju. And more than likely, it might be Nick Mullins starting at quarterback, because I watched Baker Mayfield in practice today. He doesn't look like he can play. So if Baker is not playing, Mike Evans, I don't know if I can use him with Kyle Trask and trust him. So that might mean 2 of my star Buck players going against the Panthers. I mean, I think Mike Evans could still end up scoring some points with Trask, but it's probably not going to be as many as with Baker Mayfield. So let's go, baby. I can't wait for this matchup to get started. Let's go. All right, let me see which one is going to be faster here. Okay, here we go. I'm all set up. Oh, nice. There you go. Sometimes food, hey, sometimes that hits the spot. So, well, Joey's already made a name for himself now, with a couple shutouts and playing really, really well. So, I mean, we got to go with whoever the hot hand is, and yeah, I mean, if we don't see Groot the rest of the year, I mean, I obviously want his physical and mentals to be on point. But like I was telling you last year, and then going into this year, we just need consistency. And if we can get some consistency, even if it's from second string, third string, it's just like in any other sport with a quarterback going down or another position player going down and then another player coming in and stepping up. I'm just thankful that we actually have a couple guys behind Drew that I feel confident in. And obviously, with third string now, second string with Chris, the confidence isn't as high as Joey, of course, because he doesn't have as much net time and he hasn't been getting shutouts like Joey has. But I feel good in the direction of where we're going, and I still think that we can make the playoffs. It's going to be tough, and we have to kind of dig ourselves out of the hole that we dug ourselves into in the beginning of the season, right? But as long as we can stay above 500 and try to get maybe about 4 or 5 games over, that way when we get into a losing streak of 2 or 3, maybe we're still a game or two above 500. And that's going to be the biggest challenge from now to the end of the year, as you know, and you called out. Can we get to 500, which we did? Can we stay above 500? And no one knows. No one knows if we can. And I feel that we should be able to. For a good majority of the season, it'll probably be a little bit of a roller coaster where sometimes we're above, and hopefully we don't go into like a 8-9 game losing streak like we had before. So hopefully we can keep it steady. And if we do go through a losing streak with a tough like schedule for like a week and a half, hopefully we don't lose any more than like 3 games in a row, 4 at the most. So that way we can still climb above 500 and, make some momentum. So steak, salad, and baked potato. Man, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah. And I don't expect us, I don't expect us to get to like, 10 games over 500, but I mean, that would be nice. But I mean, we would have to get into a big win streak. Like we would have to hit, like an 8-9 game win streak to be able to do that at some point. And I haven't looked ahead in the schedule to see if we have a weak spot in the schedule where we might be able to do that. We can't even really look too far ahead, but hopefully we can get the dub tonight. And this is definitely a winnable game against the Ottawa Senators. After we beat the Vegas Golden Knights in the Winter Classic, we are here. Let's go. It looks like they got one stream set up for Root Sports and the Kraken. And I think they got the other one set up for Ottawa's network, maybe through Canada, through TSN. So I would obviously rather watch the Kraken broadcast. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, baby, let's go. Yes, I agree. Yeah. All right, let's go, Kraken. Power play for Seattle already. That's crazy. Within the first first 17 seconds, you got penalties quick when they're that quick, right at the beginning of the game. High stick on Borgen. Let's go. And the that bobblehead that I ended up showing you with Jaden Schwartz, the first 10,000 people, there at Climate Pledge ended up getting one. Hell, if I was closer to Seattle, this would have been a game that I would have definitely went to. Anytime I can end up getting a $50 to $100 bobble, for free a part of the game, ticket, and that will help compensate some of the price for the ticket itself. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I have a feeling that down the road, if I have a chance to go up there a little bit more often, I'll definitely schedule games, towards the bobblehead days. And based off the bobble, it looked really good quality, So, and it wouldn't surprise me because Mariner bobbles that they do through the stadium giveaways are awesome. They're very high quality, so I would assume the Kraken ones are as well. Nice save, Bjorkstrand with a nice little slap shot there. Yeah, give me all the scores though. I even got into the hockey spirit and I played my NHL 2002 on PlayStation 2 earlier today. Colorado Avalanche with Sakic and Patrick Waugh, and then they actually lined up against the Devils. And Martin Brodeur. Those were like the two best teams back in 2001, back when I was in my early 20s back then. But it felt good playing the game, and I still remember the controls, even it's been quite a while since I played it. But come on, Kraken. Matt in the building. What's good? But I don't know how many Kraken bobbleheads that they have given away since their existence in the first 3 seasons. But I wouldn't mind trying to get my hands on one. Obviously not right now, but if things got a little bit better on the dono side, getting a official bobble from the game from like a fan that just needs money or whatnot. Yeah, I would like to add a couple Kraken baubles to my collection for sure, since I don't have any yet. You got any Kraken baubles yet from the actual Climate Pledge Arena Stadium Arena giveaways yet? Do you own any, or just like Funko Pop stuff? Because I don't even know how many they've done. I don't think they've done that many. Maybe something I'll look up on eBay later tonight. Well, there's always going to be someone that'll get rid of them. You know what I mean? Just like Mariner fans, there's a lot of Mariner fans, that go to games, and some people are rich and they don't care about baubles. And if they can make 50 to $100 off of it, and they don't got no kids to give it to, or there's always going to be somebody that's going to be willing to let it go. So there's always going to be someone that would rather have the money than have a bauble. They don't, there's going to be some people out there that don't love the baubles as much as us. So. Matt, what's good, brother? You got any new Duck news for me besides the stuff that I sent you this morning? Oh, good save. Weather was a little rainy here in the Pacific Northwest, but still got plenty of time with Paisley Pup. And then we'll end up doing a hockey matchup tomorrow. Odin's son is going to be going to the Thunder game, something of that nature. Let me look at the schedule. So the Thunder and the Nets. I think a friend is taking him, so he's going to end up going to that tomorrow. So we'll still end up doing hockey tomorrow, playoff NFL on Saturday and Sunday. There we go, Joey. I feel that Joey's going to end up being like the fan favorite. Like, obviously we have Tyler and we have Maddie. Maddie's obviously on the high draft pick. And, as long as Joey can keep it up, and he can lead us to the playoffs and kind of the turnaround, it wouldn't surprise me if his popularity starts spiking a little bit more. I mean, all the Kraken fans know it, but I feel that, as we're, getting further along, once he becomes more of a household name, other NHL fans across the globe, there should be a little bit of an uptick in sales and his T-shirts and his jerseys and his memorabilia. I just like it is when we watch Kraken games now at this point of the season, I feel confident that we can hang with anybody. Like, and then at the beginning of the year, it was just like, oh God, how many goals is Grue going to give up before we start scoring? And a lot of times it was like 2 to 6 goals by the time we got to the second period. Interference. Dalvin Cook to the Ravens. Like, they don't even really need him. But of course, obviously, the Jets have nothing to play for. So, for Dalvin to leave, and it's crazy to be like a top 10 running back almost your whole career. Then you leave and you go to the Jets, and you kind of are, a forgotten piece. Is he still a top 10 running back today? No. But, if someone gets injured, if they want to sprinkle him in or just use him as insurance with the other Ravens running backs that they have, it's like they got Gus the Buzz and Justice Hill. So still, with that being said, I mean, you're still probably going to be third or fourth string and insurance. But still, if that ends up being something where Dalvin Cook can win a ring and just hop on at the very end of the season, what a better way to go, to go there. I mean, the only other place that would have been maybe like ideal for him would be like what, the Niners maybe, since you have a really good shot to make the Super Bowl, and then obviously the Ravens at this point looks like you got the best shot. Not only being the best team in the AFC, but the best team overall in the NFL with Lamar and that dominant defense with Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. So far, so good here with the Kraken and the Senators. We're still knotted up at 0. Megan with a tour. Appreciate you. Let's go. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $2 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos with your tour and your Fiverr, and I got you. Appreciate you. Britt in the building. What's good? How are you? Who are you looking at for the draft for New England? Have you been starting to peek ahead? Obviously, Drake May would probably be one of the best fits, but then we have to find out if Bill Belichick will still be there next year. And the same thing with Harbaugh, depending on if they win the Natty or if they lose the Natty. A lot of more rumors starting to spark of Harbaugh, coaching, Justin Herbert and the Chargers could be a possibility. Photos at intermission. Okay, sounds good. That's what I was thinking too. That way we can at least focus on what's going on. Wow, another penalty delayed. Damn, are we going to go 5-on-3? Oh, no. 17-second 5-on-3. Tripping. Come on, Seattle. Crazy. We're in 2024 already. But I am excited about playoff football, this weekend, for the opportunity, not the playoffs, but to get into the playoffs. So Texans, Colts, we'll do that on Saturday, and then Dolphins, Bills, we'll do that on Sunday. And then we'll wrap up the fantasy championship between me and Reflect. He's up on me 40 plus. I've never come back in a fantasy championship down this much. 10 to 15 is doable. Anything over 20 points, if you're down in that first week, it's not impossible, but big save. But it's going to be very difficult. But if I do come back, it'll be pretty epic. But if I end up losing, hell, Reflect ended up getting the Huskies to the Natty, and if I have to take one, it happens. Winning a fantasy championship is not easy, especially when you have a lot of your stars that end up sitting, because they've already hit playoff position. So this last week is very challenging. Especially if I have to have Nick Mullins. I was hoping Patrick Mahomes or Joe Flacco or Baker Mayfield, and it might be Nick Mullins trying to lead me to a championship. Nice job, Joey. That's a dude right there, baby. Go. Good puck movement by both teams. Seattle a little careless with the penalties, which is a little rare. I don't know if we've seen them have this many penalties with this amount of time allotted in the first period all season. But we're not down, yet. Even if we had a 5-3 or a 5-4 for a few moments here. Nice job, Joey. Let's go. Go, baby. That's the dude right there. It seems like there's more, reports, and obviously some stuff is going to be rumored. But again, it all depends, I guess, if he wins the Natty or not. If he wins, maybe he stays. If he loses to Washington, maybe he goes. Or maybe regardless if he wins or loses, he just stays at Michigan. I mean, it is one of the most high-profile jobs in college football if you think about it. Georgia, Bama, Michigan, Ohio State. I would say that those are, four of probably the top, and, we're trying to get like, Oregon and Washington and USC and a few of these other schools to get closer to those guys' level. But Oregon's recruiting is look like, they look like they are going to be closer than people think. But again, it all depends if Washington ends up winning the Natty. Recruiting will be big for them if they do. Yeah, we just have to be able to do as many things throughout the week. Obviously with the NFL winding down, college football's got one last game. I would rather do NHL than the NBA. So, like I said, with the NBA, I mean, it's a hard watch, for me. So I feel that even with the NHL, if some people don't know as much on the player side or the rules side, it's just a little bit more entertaining. And then once you start picking up the names and the teams and everything else and all the verbiage and whatnot, it becomes a little bit more enjoyable. The more you know, the more you're gonna enjoy whatever product that you're watching. Just like with you in NASCAR. So. I did. I saw her game winner against Michigan State a couple days ago. She's pretty awesome. I wouldn't say Matt never say never because the thing is, he already has, his brother in the NFL. I think that, he wanting to be able to prove, something, to not only himself and let's be honest, he's one of the best coaches in college or the NFL. I mean, he's probably the closest thing to like a Pete Carroll that we got that could do it on both ends at college and in the NFL and be successful. I mean, that's a pretty good, comparison. I don't know if there's anyone else besides Pete and Jim that could have the success that that they've had. It takes a special individual, and they're totally different too. Jim is more strict and kind of more of a hard ass and more of a yeller, and Pete is more of a player's coach, that will, oh, let's go. Yeah, baby. 1-0. Kraken, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Uh. That's what I'm talking about. Can't wait to see her on the Pistons. Hell yeah, she could probably make that team a little bit better. What a goal. Wow. That was sweet. Yanni, baby. 1-0 Kraken. Heck yeah. Let's go, baby. MSU in the building. What's good? Did anybody end up watching a little bit of Colorado and Dallas today? 4-3 Dallas. What a game. If the Kraken wasn't on today, that would have been the matchup I was going to do today. I figured that one would be prime time. 1-0 Kraken. Yanni Gord, baby. Let's go. The Whalers. Nice. What's going on? How is your son? Any NASCAR news or anything new that you got going for me or anything New England related? What's going on with you, Brett? Anything new in your life? I hope everything's going well for you. Let's go. Yorkstrand, All-Star game, baby. Joey, I'm liking the snow hat there. Looking clean. Let's go. Yanni, 1-0 Kraken. This feels like the energy has changed. Like as soon as we put Joey and he got that first shutout, I feel like the overall vibe has changed with the team. Like everything is positive. Everyone, isn't like shrugging their shoulders or, I feel like we kind of turned the page and we turned the corner. Like there's just more positive vibes in the building, and I feel as far as the fans in the Pacific Northwest, we actually like believe, which is good, because when you get into a deep hole, you don't really know if you're going to be able to get out of it. And NHL is very, very competitive too. So maybe it was a blessing, that Grubauer ended up, having the mentals and the physicals, and we had to look somewhere else. And then sometimes opportunities show up, for someone else to be able to, make a name. Like look at Joe Flacco. Like I don't think anyone anticipated that. And with the Deshaun Watson and Dorian Thompson-Robinson, going from one quarterback to the next quarterback, but sometimes it's just an opportunity to be able to showcase that you can do it, on the biggest stage of them all. So. At SHR? His cousin. Oh, wow. Late night love. I usually use it for I got a couple little intro, outro things of music. That way I usually play during the commercial breaks or whatnot. So it's not just dead air. One zero Kraken. Great first period so far. Good save. Six shots on goal for the Kraken, 11 for the Senators. Lots of penalties for Seattle, but we find our way to get the first goal of the game, which I love. Setting the tone early. It'd be really sweet if Joey could get another shutout again. It seems like almost every matchup that he's going in, it's like a shutout is possible. Who would have thought? Appreciate the love on the Twitter side, Matt. Anything that you can do to help out on that side is greatly appreciated. So I appreciate that from Sarah and from Matt. 1-0 Kraken as we go to a commercial break. Oh, you're going back to the Monster Jam? Heck yeah, Monster Jam is always a good time. I mean, heck, you could go to Monster Jam, by yourself if you need to. But obviously, being able to take your son to go do that, that'll be a good memory for him. So. Go, baby. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health. Remember, you only got one. Oh, baby nephew's going too. Awesome. Good to hear. Please do. Anytime you can see Gravedigger in person, pretty sweet. All right, less than 7 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Kraken. Ottawa staying aggressive, but not too many good quality shots. A couple. We just got to make sure we can get ourselves into the power play. And I'll be looking on eBay tomorrow morning to see if anyone is going to be selling their bobble and how much they're going to be selling it for. I would assume 50 to $100, somewhere in there. I mean, there's 10,000 of them. I would assume there's going to be someone that got doubles or that doesn't care about theirs. So, but if I can end up picking one up for 20 to $50 at some point, that would be ideal. I would rather spend 20 to 50 for a collectible one with a nice box rather than closer to 100, unless it ended up being like, one of my favorite players. But regardless of who the player is, if it's going to be arena issue, nice check into the boards. I'm going to start collecting them for sure. You trying to get to the circus? Yeah. Yeah, Antoine Winfield Jr. was the biggest one, but again, he'll be all pro. So again, Pro Bowl stuff doesn't even matter. It's like Buda Baker with 0 stats, Antoine Winfield Jr. doing things that the NFL has never even seen based off his stat line. So it shows you it's definitely a popularity contest, and it's based on reputation rather than what you did this year. That's why the NFL sometimes is a joke with those awards. But again, All Pro is more meaningful than Pro Bowl. No one gives a shit about the Pro Bowl. They don't even play in it. The real award is All Pro. So. But ask any NFL player what they care about more, Pro Bowl nods or All Pro nods, and it'll definitely be All Pro. But he'll end up getting the nod after they end up making a change. But Antoine Winfield Jr. is the best safety in football this year, period. So if you look at the stats and everything that he does, it's kind of like a Rondé Barber, in the secondary, where he can blitz, he can get sacks, he can get picks. He's all over the place, and you don't really typically have a safety or a corner that's that athletic and agile to be able to do everything. But Antoine Winfield Jr. Is that guy. And you know what? It wouldn't even shock me if he ends up making the NFL Hall of Fame one day if he can stay healthy. So, I mean, if I was going to end up getting a jersey, that would be the next jersey that I would buy, him or Tristan Wirfs. But obviously, I'd love to be able to get like a All-Star or a Rondé Barber, first, or a Lynch. So, but probably Allstott, Barber, Lynch in that order, and then Antoine Winfield Jr. sits defense, and then Wirfs. But those would be the ones that I would be looking at grabbing in the future if I was going to go in my pecking order. Yeah, and especially Antoine Winfield Jr. He's like Charles Peanut Tillman. He's really good at punching the football out, and he's done it many, many times this season. I'm not sure if I've seen anyone that's better than him in the NFL of doing that, punching the ball out. So, but that, I mean, there's always going to be snubs. NHL All-Star Game snubs. I mean, just like in anything else. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first period. Seattle 1, Ottawa 0. Like the vibe so far with the Kraken. A little sloppy with the penalties and whatnot early, but it's not like they have scored off of us. And I feel Joey is like Superman right now, like he's on this all-time high. And I feel Groot knows it, that maybe his starting spot might be gone. And as long as Joey keeps playing well and we got Chris backing him up, I feel great. I still want Philip to be good mentally, physically, whatever he needs to do to be able to get himself, back in net. But again, we have to just go with whoever's playing the best. And I don't know if Greer will get his job back. I mean, it would be stupid to get him his job back if Joey keeps on giving you shutouts and is playing like one of the best goalies in the NHL right now. It would be dumb to bench him. So you got to go with the hot hand. Should I be an All Pro? An All Pro in knowledge? I try watching film. But I told you, man, starting a Twitter X account, I told you I knew you were going to get addicted to it. But then it gives me an opportunity to be able to send you stuff that normally I don't send to anybody else. All I do is just read all that stuff myself. So anytime you see me sending you like information based off recruiting or film, on the Duck side or something in college football, I usually don't. I mean, sometimes me and Sarah will go over that information, but we usually have the same things popping up in our timeline, so we don't really need to. Because as soon as someone sends it, the other person probably has already seen it. But we still do it here once in a while. But it's always good to keep up on all the extra stuff, not just, the main highlight, package that might be out on the internet. You want to be able to find as much information as you can to be an expert with the Ducks. So 4 stars and abs. Ooh, I might have to turn that on. Hold on. I'm going to turn it on. Hold on. As long as my stream doesn't slow down. All right, where are you at? I want to check out that end of it. Because I was thinking, man, this would be a good one. Just like when we had the Caps and the Penguins with Ovechkin and Crosby. I still am like kind of butthurt that I didn't do it. But again, doing two streams in one day, 8-9 hours straight is a lot of work. It takes a lot out of you for sure. All right, I got it up here. Dallas is wearing their green. 4-4. All right, I got it up now. Crazy. Like I knew that my love for hockey and like NASCAR would, come back at one point or another. And sometimes you just need to be able to have the right people to motivate you or a reason to get back into it. And obviously with Sarah and Odin and Megan and with the Kraken and their teams, and then obviously being able to tap into these matchups a little bit more, and then obviously with like Brent and a few others with the NASCAR side, it's just kind of nice, to get back to where I was about 15, 20 years ago And especially if I'm doing the channel full time, it's not like NFL and college football is 365 days of the year. It's nice to be able to have something else to fall back on until baseball season comes around. So, man, Joey's helmet looks nice, man. That's what I need to get. I need to get one of those hockey goalie helmets and wear it on the stream. That's what I need. Oh, you can send me. The thing is, it's all going to be based off support and people showing up because it's like with NASCAR it kind of just depends. Some streams are pretty good, and also too it's like I need to be able to make a business decision. If I'm going to be doing it one, two, or three streams in a day, I have to try to position myself to hit the goal. On the best chance that I have, because obviously if this is my full-time job and I have no other income coming in, I just can't be doing random streams of random things, making zero here, zero there, five here. Like I need to try to, get myself into a position to, to try to get the subs and the views, but also too, I mean, I need to survive. That's the bottom line too. So, but I do enjoy NASCAR. I do love it, and if there is an opportunity for me to be able to, do some NASCAR streams in the future, I'm not against it. But again, it all depends on who shows up, who's going to donate, who's going to be loyal, and if people are going to be consistent about it. So, but if you have any other, pieces of information that you want to send me, based off, that you're more than welcome to. All right, less than a minute to go. 1-0 Kraken. So I got my eyes on this abs and stars. Stars with their green look pretty swaggy. You call the Dallas Stars green. It's not green apple, like the Oregon Ducks or Kelly green like the Eagles. What is the Dallas Stars green? Like it's not like a mint green. I don't know how to describe it, but I like it. It's got a different touch of green. It's bright, but not green apple bright like the Ducks, but it's definitely eye popping. I like it. Grass green, is that what they call it? Or is that what you're just calling it? I like it. It flows really well with the green, black, and the white. All right, less than 30 seconds to go. Seattle got a power play. Let's see if we can capitalize here and get a cheap goal right before the first period ends. Less than 18 seconds to go. Come on, Seattle. We got overtime in the abs and the stars if you want to turn that stream on and watch. All right, end of the first period, 1-0 Kraken. All right, so let me mute that so I can go and I can turn this bigger. And we'll go here. And then let me know what you want to do for photos. And I got you. Since we have time. And let me turn that. Boom. All right, so I got that up now. Grass green. 1-0 Kraken. Let's go. Cyberpunk helping out on the Twitter side. I appreciate that. All right. Joey with another shutout so far. 1-0 Kraken. Love it. Yanni with our goal. And let's get some Jim Zorn for Megan. $7, 93 to go. No, but I do miss doing NASCAR streams. I miss Mike. I miss the crew. You know, it's always fun to be able to get together. And again, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, just like hockey or the NBA. I mean, sometimes it's going to be, you know, more of a selective sport. It's not as easy to follow as like maybe wrestling or like the NFL or college football. So everyone's going to have their like secondary sports thing that they like other than football. Less than 3 minutes to go with the Stars and Abs. One for you. Oh, big save. The Stars are going crazy. Wow, Colorado won. Wow, 5-4 Colorado. Wow, that was huge. I found one of the most ultra rare Seattle Seahawk memorabilia pieces, Megan. These usually are going to run, I would say over $150 because they're so rare. You know, usually about 200 or more just because of the rarity of it. I've only seen a couple. Lay your eyes on this bad boy. If I was you, when you have the money, even if it ends up costing, $100 or $200, might be worth it. Look at this. Have you ever seen this? Look at this. The Jim Zorn figure. 1977, uber rare. 1977 NFL action teammate figure, Seattle Seahawks. Pretty cool. I mean, there probably will be others that'll be cheaper that you might be able to find. I've never seen that before. Freaking cool. See, I'm always going to find you stuff because I'm a collector too. So I'm always looking. But yeah, if you just go on eBay and you look it up and you look up Jim Zorn, 1977 NFL action teammate figure. Team, T-E-A-M, and then mate, M-A-T-E, separate words, figure. And then you should be able to find some, and I don't know if any of them come with the box or not. I would assume most of them don't have the box because it's from 77, but it's going to be more than 100, but that would be a cool piece for you to have on your computer desk, to be able to, I know, you're like me, so it's like, I understand, with the collectors and whatnot, but that, looks like it's pretty good size too. It's pretty tall, got the NFL logo. Maybe the helmet is removable. Looks like it might be removable, pretty cool. Football might be able to fit into his hand with a peg, or you might be able to like lock it in. You can pose the figure. Pretty cool. Probably the coolest thing Jim Zorn I've seen in a long time. I thought I would pass that along to you. Now Megan's like, oh, a cool item that I don't own. I got you. Oh my gosh, look at this hair. Look at this. I have never seen this before. Wow. You know your boy's digging when I'm digging through the deep stuff. I'm deep diving for you now. Now I'm going deep into the internets. Not the dark web. I don't need to go that far, but I can dig, baby. Loving this one with his hair like that. Let's go. If that isn't Scream 70s, I don't know what is. 70s, 80s right there. Cool. I'm really digging deep now. It's always about finding stuff I've never seen before, you know? It makes it exciting, not only for me, but for you too. These will have to be added. Let's go! These are going to have to get added to the Zorn file. Cool. Hold on, I got to find my Zorn file. Where is my GM Zorn file? Where are you? There it is. Jim Zorn, the Megan file. Let's add some of these cool things. Okay, collectible figure, a more current photo, some old school ones. Let's put all those in there. Yes, please. Boom. Yeah, I heard about the shooting in Iowa there earlier this morning. Oh, you need one of those. See if they have a box. I guarantee there's not very many of those out there. And especially ones with a box, too. That's going to be uber rare. I know. That's why I got you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to try to find all the random stuff as I can. Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't even know if there's going to be one that has a box. If you have one with a box, it'd probably be too expensive. The box would probably be worth just as much as the figure. The box could be worth 100 to 200 just because it's going to be so rare. So, and we're still waiting for intermission. Mariners and Pirates showing interest in Carlos Santana coming back. I don't know. We'll see. Could just be a rumor. Let me know what else you guys want to do for photos while we're waiting for the second period. You're going to get snow already? Wow. Yeah, it looks like based on what I'm seeing right now, it looks like there's only 2 on the internet right now. One for $200 with $10 shipping and handling, and then another one that doesn't look like it has all the pieces with it for like $150. So obviously the helmet is removable too. So that might be your only chance to be able to get one at one point or another. I'm going to click on this. And that was the photo that I showed you. Doesn't say Zorn on the back of the jersey, but the helmet is removable, and it's got like a peg for him to stand up behind, and the football. 1977 Pro Sports Marketing, made in Taiwan. Looks like they made a few other people as well. And it looks like the box isn't not, fancy, where it's got like Jim Zorn's actual photo on it and he's posing and everything. It looks like, from this box, and this is from a different one, but I'll show you. Same year for a Patriots one. And supposedly that's what the box looks like. So no like graphics, no Seattle Seahawks, no, just like an actual. So that cardboard box, I mean, I'm not sure if that's the original one or just what they put it in, but that's what they're saying for this particular one. Unless I can find one that has something better. There's got to be one that has a better box than that. I don't think that's going to be the box. Here we go. This one might be different because I would say there's got to be one that's got a fancy box on it. And that can't be it. That might be the inside of the box, but there's no way in hell they're going to sell it like that. Look, here we go. This is what the box looks like. This is cool. If you could find it, but I doubt you're going to find the Zorn with it. That might be the inside where he comes inside, but this is what it looks like. Oh, cool. That's cool. Now, if you had something like that with the Zorn, yeah, you're probably paying like $400, $300-$400. The box, the figure $200, and then probably the box $100 to $200, depending on what kind of shape it is. But golly, that box is sweet. I want to see what the back of the box looks like if I can find a picture of it. Wow, cool. And then let's take a look at this. Got some other photos here. Your boy's digging. And then I love little attention to detail stuff, Here's the side. Cool. With the logos and everything. This person's a professional collector right here. This one's $200, new sealed in box. Philadelphia Eagles. That one looks awesome. I don't own any of those. Those are neat. Well, I can too. I mean, but I'm just saying, I mean, unless you can find stuff other than eBay, then it might take you a while to find one with a box, especially a box that is in that kind of condition. But it looks like they had quite a few players that they made and whatnot. I'm looking on here. They have like Rams and a few others. Pretty cool. But it looks like, and I'm going to look at this one that cost $150. Does it have everything? So it looks like the one that costs $150 doesn't have the base, doesn't have the football, and doesn't have the helmet. So I wouldn't buy that. Like, why would you buy that for $150 when you can buy the full, complete, out of box with the helmet and then the base, the pole, and the football for $50 more? So obviously one is sitting there that no one's going to buy, and then the other one's got 10 washers on it. So that looks like it's the most complete Jim Zorn that's on the internet right now. I mean, unless you can find it in some kind of Australian eBay, or if you have something available to you there. But I'll keep an eye out. Very cool. I can only imagine what it would cost if you had one with the box. Probably $300. Another $100 more for the box. And then if it was mint condition box, maybe $400. But very neat. I'm a little jealous. Like, that would be really cool. All right, here we go. Back to the action. All right, 1-0 Kraken. Yeah, boxes mint. I mean, it looks like some of the stuff that I got. I mean, a majority of my collection is, in the package. I would say probably 95 to 98% of my entire collection is still in the box. So, but I do have some pieces like baubles and Hot Wheels and wrestling figures and things like that that are out. 1-0 Kraken in the second period. Did you send me something? Ooh, I like. That's cool. We'll throw that up. Oh, ooh, look at that. Nice. That might have to be part of your collection one day. I imagine it'll be there for a while. I mean, 200 is kind of spendy, but again, if you have like one of the only ones, you'll be the only one in Australia with that, guaranteed. There's not going to be another person in Australia that's got that. There's probably people in Oregon and Seattle, and Oregon and Washington that have that figure, but more than likely incomplete and no box. And that one is pretty sweet with the removable helmet. I like stuff like that too. So it's got a pole that goes in his back that stands him up, that also goes into the bottom green grass, and it has the football as well. So pretty neat. O-Dog catching up on Matt's nonstop Twitter usage. There we go. I'm all caught up now. Who supports you more than me? Nobody. There you go. Some of it doesn't come up on my timeline right away, but I got you. 1-0 Kraken, less than 18 minutes to go. 15 shots on goal for Ottawa, 11 for Seattle. Vibes are very high in Seattle, and it's a bobblehead night for Jaden, so I want this. And this is the bauble that they did for the giveaway today for the first 10,000 that are there. I don't know what's the capacity for Climate Pledge Arena. I know I can look it up, but I assume that you would have that information. But we can look. Is it like 30, 40,000, 25,000, 20,000? Because usually if they do 10,000, that's about half of the capacity or a third of the capacity. But this is the bauble giveaway. It's got the little glass, for the face mask and everything there. That's freaking cool, man. I want that. I don't want to pay $100 for it, but if I can grab one for 50 with a box and it's mint condition, that's worth it to me. 18,000 out of 10,000, cool. It's on eBay tomorrow. I'll look to see how much they're going to be going for. Unless you get someone that's willing to sell it for like $25 or $30 and they don't give a shit about it. But like I said, some kids and adults don't care about the baubles. It's just like, whatever, I'm rich, I don't care, or they're not a collector. But that'll definitely help people like me where if I can get one for 50 rather than paying 80, of course I want to pay 50. Oh, cool. Neat. I saw those. Let's see here. But it looks like the bauble is good condition, like a good quality. Like it looks very sturdy. It looks awesome. It doesn't look cheaply made at all. Usually the Mariner ones are very high detailed and they look great. And I mean, for a Kraken bauble, I don't know if that's the first one that they've done in 3 years or how many. I have to look it up. I'll look it up on eBay and see like how many they got. The Seattle Kraken bobbleheads. They got Jaden Schwartz, $60, $50. Bowie, $60. But a lot of these, yes, it looks like a lot of them are around $60 or so. So people are already trying to put them on there. They got a Wenberg one for about 40, $45. Gord for $40. So there's a few. Oh, they got a Maddie. But again, I want ones that are going to be from the game. And I think most of these ones are from like the stadium giveaways or arena giveaways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Kraken full set of 2022, 2023 baubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they did 5. Someone's trying to sell them for 300 though. So give me a Joey Decord. Give me a Joey. Give me a Joey one. I'll do some more research as I look on there. Good save. Wow, super close right there. Tanev, $80. And most of them are going to be like $50 to $100. Most of them look pretty cool. About 50 to $100 with each one. Ah, very nice. Ah, nice. Let's go, baby. Now, I think after this game is over and I go for a walk, I'm going to go in my garage, either dig out my 64 or go look through some of my old collections. It's nice to be able to be surrounded around, a lot of the collectible stuff. I got a nice, good sized dresser where the whole top of it is just cards that are graded, bobbleheads, Legos, Ken Griffey Jr. figures, Mariner baubles, Hot Wheels, and Matchbox from the 70s and the 80s, autograph cards of Cal Raleigh, Julio rookies, Ken Griffey Jr., Aaron Judge, all kinds of Ken Griffey Jr. starting lineups in the box, like all of them. Oh, nice. Right now, for me, it's just like PS2, Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto, just anything on the PS1 or the PS2. I was thinking about getting the Golden Eye out, though. I was, thinking maybe I could get the Golden Eye out and play it, from the beginning. But Paisley gets jealous when I play video games too much, though, so she wants me to snuggle with her. Judah, my boy, how are you? 1-0 Kraken. You got any money on any games tonight? Feels good. We got one right here. Stud. Yanni with the only goal for us so far. Not bad. You took the Kraken. You lost on your bees, the Bruins. Yeah. You guys lost to the Penguins tonight? Or did you lose your bet? How are you doing overall, Judah? You doing good? Hopefully you're doing well. The vibe for Seattle is both. Damn, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Did you watch any of the Stars or the Avs? That was a fucking matchup, huh? Stars easily could have won that, and the Avs got him in overtime on the road. Did you end up watching Sidney Crosby and Ovechkin go at it a couple days ago? I knew that was going to be good. That's when you know, like, I'm getting super, into the NHL as a whole. Is when I'm not just trying to watch Kraken games. I'm trying to watch everybody that's good, to get a gauge of everybody. Watch Dallas, watch Colorado, watch Boston. Watch Vegas Golden Knights. Just trying to keep up, with everybody. Or trying to watch phenoms like Connor Bedard on Chicago, which we'll be doing tomorrow against New Jersey with Jack Hughes, and then. Yeah, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll do NFL, but we will be doing hockey tomorrow since Kraken aren't on. Matt Odin's son is going to be going to a basketball game and won't be able to hang out with us, but he'll be there in spirit. There's not a whole lot going on either. There's only like a couple games on tomorrow, so it'll be early stream tomorrow at like 4 Pacific time. Super excited for the Colts and the Texans, and for my fantasy to see if I can come back from reflect and they maybe the biggest comeback in fantasy championship history. I don't know about how many people have been down 40 plus being able to come back and win it in best of 2 weeks, but if I do lose, I'm no shame in my game. Like I said, I told Reflect I would trade in a fantasy championship for a loss if the Huskies were to win it all, and they might be able to do that on their own. So you're gonna try to come tomorrow? You should, bro. I'm doing NHL over NBA all year unless they're we got Blackhawks, Devils, Hurricanes, Caps, and Jets, Ducks. So for me, it's Ovechkin, going against the Hurricanes, which would be pretty good. But I think Blackhawks, Devils would be more fun with Bedard, and then to being able to see Jack Hughes. But I mean, I guess if people wanted to do Hurricanes, Caps more, but I think Blackhawks, Devils. Even though the Blackhawks aren't good, I like to being able to see phenom players just like when I wanted to watch Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby early in their career too. It was just like you want to be able to check them out. So I'm going to be using Kaimi Fairbairn against your Colts in fantasy. Hopefully he gets a lot of field goals. Hopefully the Colts defense will play pretty good, and I can get 10 to 20 points, out of Fairbairn. Nick Mullins, Rashad White, Zeke Elliott, Jay Jetta, Amon Ra, Laporta, James Conner at the flex, Jets D, Kaimi Fairbairn. On my bench, Mahomes, Mike Evans, David Montgomery, David Singletary, Baker, Patriot D, Tom Brady for moral support, and Keenan Allen. And if I end up coming back in the fantasy championship, it's going to be because I put Tom Brady on my bench for moral support. He's a good leader on the bench. So just wish I was able to use Flacco or Mahomes. Even Mahomes, I was bitching and complaining, but having Mahomes in a green matchup against the Chargers, the only time that he put up a 30 all year, and then I don't even get to use him because they're resting him, just like with Joe Flacco. That sucks. And I know Nick Mullins is a interception machine, but they're probably going to be down in that game. So it'll probably be back and forth with a lot of passing. And the Detroit Lion defense isn't very good. So it probably gives me the best shot to get, 2 touchdown passes and like 15 points. Now if Mullins can get me 17 or more, that's what I'm looking for. 20 plus would be great, but that's only going to happen if Jetta, starts going off. And I don't know. No Hawkinson, so it'll be like, Addison, Jefferson and Madison. So I don't know what we're going to get there, but yeah, if you don't want to, if like I said, it'll be up to you. You know what I mean? Like I said, it takes a lot of effort, and I think it shows you there's different levels of statistics and analytics, and you know, it takes a hell of a lot of effort. You know, and if you feel that it's too much effort and you don't want to do it, then yeah, I mean, like I said, you tried it out with our league and with Brandon's league, and like I said, sometimes it's not for everyone. So, but we enjoyed having you in the league. I mean, like I said, once I have availability, you know what I mean? I mean, considering you didn't really know exactly what you were doing, you tried to do your best, and obviously there would be some weeks where you went heavy Ravens or heavy Seahawk players, and in most cases, if you do that, it backfires because if the team loses, then all the pieces do bad. But if the team wins and all the pieces are involved, you won and actually done pretty good by stacking all Seahawks or all Ravens. It's just kind of a risky play. But if it ends up being a big win for the team, Hawks or the Ravens, and you got all Hawks or Raven players, then yeah, you can end up winning and winning big because all the guys are hitting. So, but that's why it's like you got to find a sweet spot of having some of your favorite players on your favorite team with the Ravens and Hawks, but not having a complete fantasy roster with only Hawks and Ravens players. You're going to have to sprinkle in a little bit more. So, yeah, for me, I do it just because I'm competitive and I like to be able to show people, what it takes to be able to win a fantasy championship or what it takes to get to the playoffs and, the moves that you have to make throughout the year and, taking risks, but being smart about it. And sometimes, you have to, get lucky, a little bit too. Having a gut feeling about a guy and, playing him over a more popular player and seeing what you can get. So, yeah, I know with there definitely was mistakes I made last week where I could have been down by 20 points right now, not 40, and then I'd have a better chance beating Reflect. But it's like for me, it's trust. And it's like if I trust a player, then I'll put him in. But if I don't trust him, it's like James Conner. I should have been playing him for like the last month, and that was my bad. I have other running backs, but sometimes I want to go with the for sure points like David Montgomery instead of going for a guy that's going to give me 7 or maybe 20. And that's kind of James Conner. When he's on, he's going to give you 20. When he's off, he's going to give you 7. Montgomery's going to give you 10 to 15 every single time. So sometimes you have to take that boom or bust, and sometimes you got to go with the James Connors. That's going to be the boom or bust instead of just the guaranteed David Montgomery 10 to 15 points. And it is what it is. So NFL is one of the hardest things to win in fantasy. It really is. And then now in week 18, they're resting everyone. So it's like I can't even use Keenan Allen, Mark Andrews, Patrick Mahomes, like all these guys, Joe Flacco that I was anticipating using to catch up. So now it's like I got 8 green matchups and only 1 neutral, no red. And last week I had all red. So I would assume that, Reflect will put up 100 to 120. I got to hope he shits the bed and puts up like 90. And then I go off for like 150 to 180 this week. And then if that happens, then I might be able to come back and win. So, but I did put up like 310, like a 155 average in week 1 and week 2 in the semis, which was the most that I've ever put up in fantasy. I've never put up 300 plus points, 150 in 2 weeks back to back in the playoffs in the first round. That never happened. So I eliminated Chief Will Chief by about 100, but Reflect beat a faux king who looks like he'll get 3rd place in the league, and he won by 20. But again, it's all about matchups and also who's resting and injuries too. So a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck. Oh, so many injuries, bro. I made so many moves this year, 149 moves. Second place in the league, I think I was only made like 50 or 60. So I've outworked everybody to get one more win to get first place, but it still might not be good enough for me to win the championship. So you got Jalen Hurts, Saquon, Brees Hall, Waddle, Brandon Cooks, Goddard, Mostert, Raiders D, and Aubrey. He doesn't get to use Kyron Williams against me, which is good. So who, me, Matt? Of course, even if the Mariners, are dog shit. I mean, I'm already used to it. I mean, if you're a Mariner fan, it's like they had 20 years of no playoffs. I still watch the games, and collect everything. So, I mean, we didn't get Shohei Ohtani. We got, we didn't re-sign Teoscar yet. We lost Kellenic. We lost Eugenio Suarez. So, I mean, for me, not too happy, but I'm still going to be doing Mariners and Dodgers streams, and then If they're not on, then I'll pick a good matchup. But I just hope that baseball fans are not as cheap as they were last year. But I feel like certain groups are cheaper than others. Like I feel like NASCAR, baseball fans, NASCAR fans, baseball fans, basketball fans, they're cheap as hell. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I'll definitely be doing Mariner games. I mean, we don't have any other choice because it's either that or the NBA. So I'll be doing Dodgers for Shohei and for my dad. I'll do Mariners for me and the Mariner fans, like Reflect and a few others, and then I'll also do good matchups, of whoever's playing. So yeah, with Julio, we got good pitching. You know what I mean? But again, it's like after you work so hard to get to the playoffs, and it seems like they just don't care. Which is pretty shitty. But Joey Decourt trying to get another shutout, baby. Joey Decourt in about a 3-week stretch is having a better stretch than Phillip had all year last year. It'd be really sweet to Joey to get another shutout here. It seems like shutouts are just a regular thing for Joey Decourt. Come on, Maddie. Less than 5 minutes to go in the second period. 1-0 Kraken. You should be. It's fun, bro. I mean, we got great history. You live in Hawaii. You don't have any team there. A lot of people that. Let's go. 2-0 Kraken. Let's go. Yeah, baby. There we go. I think we might get another shutout tonight. Oh, baby. Tomas Tata, baby. Fourth goal, wrister, assisted by nobody. Woo! Yeah. Tata. Oh, yeah. We're kicking ass and we're taking names, baby. Hell yeah. 2-0 Kraken. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. Let's go. Before Tata's goal. After. Yes. Good save. Hell yeah. Let's go. Risky, baby. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, if you're already going to be a Duck fan, and like I said, it won't take very long for you to learn if you're going to be in the streams. I can give you a link to watch the games with me. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, just learning about player names and then you'll, like I said, after watching games with me on stream for just a couple days, you'll be a pro, bro. It's just about paying attention and just watching the games, and then it'll give you something else to follow while we're waiting on the Ducks to come back. You know. I mean, we do got one of the top 10 players in all of Major League Baseball, and Julio Rodriguez, and as far as popularity, top five. As far as popularity of a player. So I know. Let's go. Yanni with a first. Tata with a second, baby. Yeah, true. And plus it gives you something to look forward to. You know what I mean? Like as sports fans, in general, you go through the ups and you go through the downs. Sometimes we'll have, depression or anxiety or whatever that you might be battling. But when you do have something like sports, it brings people together and it gives you something to look forward to and it helps a lot, on keeping your mental health on a good level. Yeah, if you're a real passionate fan, sometimes the losses hurt and sometimes the wins, you'll over exaggerate the wins and be on an emotional high longer than maybe you need to be. But as long as you're not too high on the wins and too low on the losses, and you can stay even keel, it definitely makes it more exciting when you're waiting for the NFL or college football to come back. And if you don't have anything else, to follow, Matt, besides Oregon Ducks, yeah, being a fan of the Mariners. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of people in Alaska, Hawaii, and Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, all around that, rep the Mariners. And obviously Julio, as far as like the younger generation, if you're under 25, there's a shitload of kids that love Julio, and adults for that matter. So, I mean, I don't know if we're going to be, a playoff team anytime soon. We'll see what moves, if any, that we make, but I'll still try to end up going, to Seattle once or twice a year. Yeah. Less than a minute to go. 2-0 Kraken. Go, go. Let's go. 3-0 Kraken. Is this happening right now? We're going to get another shutout? This is amazing. I mean, getting Joey in net, everything is changing. Let's go. Are you freaking kidding me? Unbelievable. Let's go, Kraken. Burakovsky from Kyler. Nice job, Andre. They don't have a lot of Tata photos available that fit that work, unfortunately, at least not yet, but hopefully they'll have more. Some of them don't format for whatever reason. Nice job, Andre. Let's go, baby. 3-0 Kraken. We're going to get another shutout with Joey here. Then he's going to be like the hottest goaltender, not only for Seattle, but in the NHL overall. Let's go. What position? I mean, if you're more like wide receiver, tight end type of person, but more like wide receiver, I mean, it would, it just depends on if you're going to be a defensive guy. If you're going to be a defensive guy, it could be like second base, shortstop, or third base, but, probably outfield. Seem like, you got some athleticism. So, going out there and playing like right field or left field, Mariners have an opening. 3-0 Kraken. End of the second period. Hell yeah. I don't know what to say. This is awesome. That Winter Classic, man, beating the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, again, and beating them 3-0. And in a matter of a 3-week span here, 2 to 3 weeks, if we get a shutout here and we win 3-0 or 4-0, that'll be 3 shutouts by Joey Decord in a short period of time, which is unbelievable. I mean, some guys don't go a season without getting one. And to have a guy that's the backup goalie to get in there and possibly to get three within a couple weeks, incredible. Someone get me a Joey Decord jersey. Golly. Love it. job, Andre. Oh, 3 different players too. Yanni, Tata, Andre. No Maddie. But this is what it's about right here. Like in the snow hat. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. It's awesome. I really want this shutout. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it, but I hope so. All right, let me know what you guys want to do for photos. You just type them in the chat. Let me know. And I got you. 93 to go to hit the goal. You want some Jaden? Okay. Kraken are a hell of a lot more enjoyable to watch than the Blazers or the NBA in general. I'm never going back to the NBA unless there's nothing going on the NHL side. I mean, it's really getting to that point that I would rather do anybody in the NHL than even an amazing matchup in the NBA. That's where the NBA is now. Like, you could end up having Boston and, the Golden State Warriors, or Boston and Miami, or the Bucks in Boston. I'd rather do Kraken. I'd rather do hockey. Funner. Loving this. Joey DeCord, baby. 4 straight starts. Schwartzy. Yeah, but even if the Sonics were playing like the NBA product overall is just terrible. It's just not fun to watch. And like I said, it used to be my favorite thing to watch when I was a kid. NBA used to be number 1 for me, but it's no longer that. So at least that gives me more of an opportunity to get deeper on the NHL side and deeper into NASCAR, deeper into baseball, deeper into those things that I appreciate. I don't got a whole lot of love, for college hoops or NBA anymore. Hell, I enjoy more of the women's on the college hoop side than the men's, because with the men's, it's just, a lot of them, they end up going to the league so quickly, you can't really invest a lot of time unless I was a fan of like Oregon Duck basketball, which I used to watch with like Luke Ridnour and Luke Jackson like 20 years ago, but I'm not really into Duck basketball anymore, so. Kraken, baby, 3-0, huh? Huh? Let's go, baby. Bjorkstrand All-Star game. For Bjorky. Here's the new face of the NHL. Joey Decord. Give me a jersey. Give me a beanie. Give me a hoodie. Yanni Gord. Tomas Tata. Andre. Let's go. Shortsy. Heck yeah. Okay. Feels good when we're not down, 2 to 4 goals going into the third period. Cool graphic. Who's going to get another goal for us? Maddie? Kyler? These Ottawa announcers are like, it's not over yet. It's over. But we definitely have felt Kyler and Tata. We've definitely felt the impact, of having some new pieces on our roster, which is awesome. It's not going to just be one guy holding it down. It's going to be multiple, so it feels good that way. Well, we'll find out. I want a shutout. I mean, he's been playing just as good as any other goalie in the NHL, and I don't know, Ottawa hasn't threatened us yet, so we'll see. I mean, obviously it's, likely that they get one, but I'm hoping they don't. I'm hoping that we can keep them clean, and we're going to get some amazing saves. It's time for some hack. We gotta get some good luck as we're going into the third period now. Let's go. Who's that handsome fella? go. Oh, yeah, baby. Go, baby. Joey, Joey, Joey. I'm about to hit you with some HD 4K here in a second. So happy that they chose us to do the Winter Classic. I think it's going to spark us, for the rest of the season. I mean, to be able to beat arguably the best team in the NHL or one of the top three, and then to be able to beat them the way that we did. Woo! Look at that. Crispy. Your boy's digging. Crispy, crispy, Krispy Kreme photo. Yes, sir. Yeah. Spin that towel, boy. Oh yeah. 3-0 Kraken. Let's make it. 4-0. Mental health is important. Make sure you're looking out after yourself. Big facts. Gosh, I got to make my way up there. Oh, baby. So clean. So swaggy. I mean, we're just talking about style. I don't know how many jerseys are going to look better than this, throughout the season. Did they already announce that they're going to do another, that we're going to be in the running for another one? Well, I would assume, the turnout and the, everything that happened in Seattle. I mean, there was no negative vibes or negative reviews from everyone, through the fans and the players. It sounded like, one of the greatest, Winter Classic memories that they're going to have, and they're going to probably cherish that for the rest of their lives. I mean, beating the Vegas Golden Knights 3-0 in front of the home fans, wearing the best jerseys that you could possibly wear in a Winter Classic. I don't think there's going to be one better than that, man. Little mint chocolate chip, looking fire. The caramel gelato. God, they're terrible. Like, when you look at theirs and you look at ours, it's like not even close. The worst jersey and the best jersey in the same photo. Like, out of jerseys itself, I mean, stylish. Vegas in the background, not so much. Great photos, though. Let's go to the third period, baby. Finish strong. The outdoor vibe is just so cool, man. And it's cool to be able to see like everyone in Seattle, between soccer players, Mariner players, past and present, anyone that's got an Oregon or a Seattle vibe, they're gonna, be able to show that love and represent it. It was just cool to be able to see, all the different people that came through them to show support. So, and whether they're into hockey or not, I don't think it's that hard to get into it. Like it's obviously when you're getting your ass kicked all the time, it is, but I mean, like I said, we have turned the corner from where we were before and to where we're at now. All right, let's go. Let's finish strong. 3-0. And like I said, not only do I want the win, I want the shutout. Like I said, I want history, and I want Joey to keep playing well. Give us something to be able to, get excited about, that not only are we scoring more than 3 goals a game, but Joey can, do shutouts left and right. 26 saves through 2 periods, 18-1. Let's go. He can do it. Let's go, Kraken. Do the unthinkable. I mean, like I said, to think that we would even be able to get a shutout early in the year was a laughable joke, because we were giving up 1, 2, 3 goals in the first and second period on the regular. It's like when we were giving up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then now to have this kind of vibe, it feels really, really good. Let's go. Go, Kraken. Can't wait. I'll have to get that Kraken beanie or two. I'm pretty picky, but I know eventually I'll end up getting one. Maybe the Winter Classic one. I mean, I'll have to look to see, what styles they have and which one I like the best. But I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of the Winter Classic gear, because I feel that that's going to be something that the fans will rock, and they'll appreciate and love it for years. Because who knows how long it'll be before we get into another Winter Classic, 5, 10, 15 years. So it's going to be something that the fans are going to be appreciating from now until the next time that we're there. So, and the next time we play in it, we'll probably be the road team. We probably won't be the home team. And then the next time after that, we'll be the home team. That's what I would assume. We'll be the road team the next time we're in the Winter Classic, and then after we're the road team, then years pass, then we'll be the home team again. And then hopefully at that point, I'll have enough money where I can actually, get a hotel and I can be there in Seattle for the next one. 3-0 Kraken. Let's go, Joey. Let's go, baby. We haven't showed too much of you. Let's go, baby. Get them motivated. It's all about having that consistent net piece. And then now we're just overachieving and doing crazy things where instead of giving up 1 or 2 goals a game, we actually have games where we're in position to get shutouts, which is the best thing that you could ask for as a hockey fan, where the goalie is dominant and then you're getting different goal opportunities from different players in the lineup. Love it. I mean, if we want to try to get to the Vegas Golden Knights standard, these are the type of things that we need to do. And I like the future of the Kraken moving forward. We would be up. Yeah, hell, we were blowing out, but that was what we were known for this year. We would be up 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, 4-2, and then we would end up losing 5-2. Or it would go to overtime and then it would be tied up. We were up 3-1, and then all of a sudden the other team got 2 goals in the third, and then they would get the goal in overtime, or it would be like penalty shots. I mean, it was just like left and right. Over. I mean, Megan knows, I know. We watched them. It was embarrassing. It sucks it's one thing when you're just losing right out of the gates and you're losing 5-1, 4-2, and there's no comeback. You're just getting your ass kicked. But to actually have hope and you're doing good for 2 or 3 periods and then to play bad in the third period or in OT. Most consecutive home games allowing 2 goals or less. Number 1, Joey Decord with 6. Demko with 5. Gibson with 5. Thompson with 5. Hellebuck with 5. Number 1 in the NHL. Home sweet home, Joey Decord. Let's go. Let's go. And like I said, I still want Philip to get healthy, but I think we found our guy. And then I wouldn't mind seeing Chris, get in there if Joey, has a day off, and then we need to see what he can do. I want to see him, still be a guy that we can throw in there once in a while, like once every 5 starts. Throw Chris in there and see what he can do. And I feel that we can win with him also. So he might not be on the shutout level as Joey, but I still think we can win with Chris. So, and that's a good feeling, knowing that 2 out of the 3 goalies at the moment we have confidence in. And the swag, resonates. You can tell from that Winter Classic. I feel like we're a whole new team. It's like a rebirth. Because I think that if we would have came out, in this game and we would have lost 3-0, we're probably not up 3-0 right now. Everything is a vibe. It's about Uncle Mo and that momentum and, feeding off that momentum. And you literally had the best thing that could have happened at the Winter Classic. Not only did we win, but we won in dominant fashion. What do we got? A penalty? Interference? 27 shots on goal by Ottawa, 23 for the Kraken, but we got 3 goals, baby. Yes, I agree. 3.5, huh? They knew. Juice. They knew. High sticking on Kraken. Let me see the replay. All right, less than 16 minutes to go. As long as the offense stays aggressive, we can get the shutout. Because a lot of times when the shutouts end up being broken is when they get a little bit relaxed and the other team starts putting on the full court press. And then, you're just kind of going through the motions knowing that, hey, we won. We're up 3-0. But again, early in the season, this would happen. And then teams would come back. But I feel since what happened at the Winter Classic and even a couple games before that, I feel like things have changed. I don't think that we're going to be going up big and then losing leads like we did early in the year. I don't think that's going to happen in the second half of the season as much. Will it happen? Yes, but I don't think it's going to happen as much. I think we've kind of turned the corner, and we're not going to be, up 5-1 and then losing 6-5 that much anymore. Especially if the net problems have been solved, and now we're getting good contributions out of different players each night. It's not Maddie every night or Oliver every night or Yanni every night. It's like a different player each night, and I like that. We got to be able to have that chemistry and having a team effort. I mean, 3-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights, 3-0 against Ottawa. Coincidence? I think not. It's carrying over, and like I said, if there's a team that's confident in the NHL right now that isn't one of the best in the NHL, I feel it's us. We're the lowest ranked, lowest record team that's got the most confidence moving forward for the rest of the season because we figured out net issues that we were having, and it's just so nice to be able to see that you ask for it and we got it. And not only did we get it, but we ended up getting better results than we ever dreamed of. Like one thing to win games, but to win games with shutouts and to get the second and third string guys playing badass, like exciting. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of times you'll see that in sports in a town, but I definitely see a lot of similarities. I think still Pete is still going to be more of a player's coach. Hack will be a little bit more of a disciplinary guy and a little bit more of a yeller when he needs to be because he needs to be. He needs to let them know, when we're playing good and when we're playing bad. He's got a little bit of a hot streak in him, but not in a bad way. Where he can get emotional and verbal, and then he can also be that players coach that everyone loves as well. But I think he's going to be a little bit more vocal than Pete. Pete will be vocal when he needs to be, but a lot of times he just lets the action speak louder than the words unless he needs to say something. But the two styles are different, but I do see similarities in both too. They both have passion, and you can tell. They both have the love for the game, and they're both very well respected. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait for the shutout, baby. Too bad we don't wear these all the time. Like the Winter Classic jerseys are so cool. Like it'd be cool if they wore them. I mean, obviously wearing them that one game makes it special. It's the Winter Classic. I get it, but they are so cool. Like as a throwback, it would be cool that if we wore these, a few times a season instead of just like one time and that's it. But I guess that's the mystique of it too. So clean looking jersey, man. I mean, it looks like a fucking Mitchell and Ness. Big, bright red numbers. Got that mint chocolate chip blue with the dark blue there with the white, alternating dark blue, mint chocolate chip white with the red. And then you got the big S with the Kraken in the front. I mean, unbelievable. Stylish. I mean, hell, even the hoodie looks cool. The beanie, I need that. I'm gonna be looking like Joey Decord, like in this photo pretty soon. That's gonna be me one day. Rough ride out west. Road losing streak. The Thrashers 14, Boston with 10. Ooh, that's tough for Judah. Tampa Bay 10, Toronto 10, Ottawa 9. About to be 10 here in a second. Oh, baby. We thought we were having a rough time. Sometimes you need a new beginning, though. Sometimes you don't get the appreciation of where you're at, or if the team isn't that good, and people turn on you. But I couldn't think of a better person than Hack. To be able to coach Seattle, and he will be the one that leads us. To a Stanley Cup. I really truly believe that. It'll be exciting to see what other players that we add in the future too. If we end up making any trades, if any all-star players come over, and if we end up having any amazing drafts where we get other guys that emerge, like some superstar forward or defenseman in the next 5 to 10 years. I can't wait to see what the future holds with the Kraken. And slowly but surely, I'll just have to start collecting like the bobbleheads, and you know, I'll start with that beanie first. And then at some point or another, you'll see me and Megan with a Winter Classic jersey on at some point. in the next couple years. She'll have hers before me. I mean, I still want to get that white road jersey, but that Winter Classic though is incredible. Ooh, done almost. 2 more likes at 10. Let's get there. We got a bright future, and the thing is the Kraken are a cool team. You know, and yeah, I think there's going to be, as we continue to have more success, there's going to be players that are going to be like, you know what, I want to play for Seattle. You know, and so I think that there are going to be some veterans in the next 5 to 10 years that are still going to be good players, or maybe guys that were all stars a few years before, but they still got some game left, and these extra pieces that will add on that'll help us get to where we need to be. So. Man, I got the Portland Winterhawks here in Oregon for the WHL, but very cool to be able to have a professional team in Seattle if I can't have one in Portland. Plus, the Winterhawks have colors like the Blazers, and the Kraken have colors, obviously, like the Mariners and the Seahawks. And I think that it's more stylish. It looks better. So, all right, less than 10 minutes to go, halfway through the third period, and we're still looking at a shutout for Joey Decord. It'll be his third shutout in a matter of weeks, which will be incredible. And he will be considered the hottest goalie in the NHL in that time span, which is awesome. More pub and more love for Joey if he can pull it off. And the defense has been better. We were very sloppy early on with the penalties, but we didn't give up any goals. Defense has been good. Passing has been good. We haven't been ill-advised with any dumb penalties in the last period or so. No big fights, but we haven't really needed them. I think Ottawa feels a little, unmatched. And as long as we can keep on the offensive here, I think there's a very good chance for this shutout to happen. Less than 9:30 to go. Let's go. Well, the colors are the first part, then the big S and the design, and then everything else. I think that moving forward, if we're looking about like jerseys, I think Kraken are definitely in the top 10. Out of all the jerseys in the NHL. And then if you look at the Winter Classic, I mean, hell, I don't know if you're going to find a better Winter Classic jersey than that. I mean, every year we'll watch the games and we'll see if they have a better one than the Kraken, but I think it's going to be hard to find one that's going to be as good as that one. Get it, Joey. Get up. Come on, Seattle. Help him out. We got to limit how many shots Ottawa gets here in this third period. 29 shots on goal, the 25 for the Kraken, 3-0. Seattle, help them out. You've helped them out all in the first period. You helped them out in the second period. Don't get lazy now. It's not like they're in that power play. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Some people know, some people don't. So unique, too. And I love the name Kraken. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got the Mariners, and you got the Seahawks. We'll get the Sonics back, but I think it's so perfect. The colors and the, you just got to be able to have everything kind of fall into place, and I think it has. Less than 8 minutes to go. Still sitting on Ottawa's crease here. We need to get out of here. Fuck! Too many opportunities there for Ottawa. One after another after another. There's the one. Damn it. Well, there's the one, but they're not getting three this period. Damn it, Joey. That's not really his fault. But again, if you have it, on that side in the crease and they're going to get multiple shots, fucking A, right through his legs. Ah, yeah, but if we would have gotten the shutout, then you wouldn't have been able to say "told you" because you didn't think we were going to get a shutout in that first game or the last game with the Winter Classic. It happens. They come back. The Joey has been on a heater. Let's hold him to 3-1, or let's get another goal to make up for that bullshit. Let's get it to 4-1. That way, at least I can feel a little bit better after not getting the shutout here. But let's not give up 2 or 3 goals. We are not the same Seattle team that we were at the beginning of the year. And if they end up tying it 3-3, then we're in trouble. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I know how rare shutouts are; they don't happen often. I know that. But Seattle's defensemen and forwards didn't do him a whole lot of favors there for Joey. It's like, especially if you keep the puck on that side, where Joey's having to put in more effort and defend. And if he's sitting there for 6 minutes straight, having to defend, of course, there's going to be probably something that slips through. And that was the first time all game where it was pretty much, almost half of a period or a quarter of a period where they were just firing, firing, firing. It's like at some point the defense has got to step up. Less than 7 minutes to go, 3-1 Kraken. Yeah. I think that if we didn't have 6 minutes straight of them shooting, if it was like 3, maybe we would have been able to get out of it. But again, no matter how good of a goalie you are, if you're getting shots taken on you left and right for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes in a row, you're going to get tired, and sometimes you lose focus, and they'll slip one through you, either top shelf or through your legs, and that's what happened. 3-1 Kraken. All right, I need one more goal. They spoiled my day with the shutout. Joey is still badass, so we'll get a photo up of their goal by Parker Kelly. I haven't been able to use that. Oh, there we go. Goddamn Parker. Why, Parker? Why? 3-1 Kraken. Damn it. This will be the last time we put this up, hopefully today. I'm not going to be a hater. We're going to make sure we're showing love. There we go. At least their logo it got kind of a cool little thing with a little glow up there. All right, come on, Kraken. 3-1. Less than 6 minutes to go. Let's get one more goal if we can. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Less than 6 minutes to go. Plus, I'm going to need something to be able to cheer for, especially if the Mariners don't sign anybody. No Randy Arozarena, no Blake Snell. If we don't re-sign T. Oscar, I'm going to have something in the Seattle sports to make me happy if the Mariners are just going to sit there and do nothing. So less than 5 minutes to go. 3-1 Seattle. 30 shots on goal for Ottawa. Only that cheap shot there in that third period. Damn it. By Parker, and then 3 goals by 3 different players for Seattle. Joey holding on to a 1 goal given up in the game so far. Hopefully it stays that way. It's much better than giving up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals like we were before with Grubauer. So 2 goals or less on every game, pretty much that Joey has been in that, and that is fantastic. And then then there's less pressure on your offensive players with your centers and your forwards and your defensemen when you don't have to put up 3, 4, 5 goals every night, or like with the Mariners having to put up 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And if we don't do that, we lose 90% of the games. So with Seattle, I feel if you can hold them to 2 goals or less, for most of the matchups, we should be able to get 2 goals or more every game. We got the talent. Less than 4 minutes to go. 3-1 Kraken. 93 to go. Not too many more commercial breaks. Let's go, baby. All right, less than 4 minutes to go. 3-1 Kraken. Let's go. Finish strong. See if we can get one more cheap goal here in the last 4 minutes, and let's not give up anything else. We got robbed of that shutout for Joey. That would have been really awesome. Ottawa with an empty net. Icing. Good save. Ottawa with an empty net. Icing again. We got Blackhawks and Devils tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific time. And then we'll do Colts and Texans on Saturday at 5. And then we'll do the Bills and Dolphins on Sunday at 5. So a little hockey, a little NFL. Should be a lot of fun. Come on, Kraken. D up, baby. Good defense by Joey there. Ottawa putting on the full court press here, trying to get at least one more goal before the game is over. Another icing. Come on, Seattle. There we go. "22 block shots. I like that." Ottawa still with the empty net. Less than 2 minutes to go. Let's go. There's the goal. 4-1 Kraken. Yeah. Let's go. Yes, sir. Empty net. Nice job, Vince. There we go. You ask and you shall receive. There we go, Vince. 4-1 Kraken. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, baby. We got to get another goal since we didn't get the shutout. I would have preferred 3-0 shutout for Joey, but if we can do 4-1, then that feels good. We're at least we're fighting and we're not just rolling over and just letting them get a couple of cheap ones at the end. Every goal matters, and that'll carry over into the next matchup. So the more goals that we can score and the little amount that we can give up, it's going to carry over into the next game and the next game and the next game. Nice job, Joey. Less than a minute 30 to go. 4-1 Kraken. Can we get another cheap goal? Good save. Let's go, baby. Come on, Kraken. Good passing. Oh, minute to go. 30 shots on goal for Ottawa. 27 for the Kraken. Defend the deep, baby. 4-1 Seattle. Less than 30 seconds to go. Icing. 4-1 Kraken. Let's go. You think so? You think they're going to trade? Panthers 4, Golden Knights 1, Kraken 4, Senators 1, Red Wings and Kings knotted up at 2, Jets 2, Sharks 1. Penguins beat the Bruins 6-5 today. And then obviously the other big matchup was the Avalanche beating the Stars 5-4 in OT. That was the best game of the night so far. Besides this one, of course. Less than 10 seconds to go. No more goals for them, baby. Let's go. Kraken win. Let's go. Yeah. Final score. Kraken 4, Senators 1. Let's go, Kraken. Love it. Well, I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm gonna go, go for another long, long walk with Paisley, and then we'll end up doing the Blackhawks and the Devils tomorrow at 4 Pacific time. Then we will end up doing the Colts and the Texans at 5 on Saturday, Dolphins and Bills on Sunday at 5, and that'll cap off our next 3 days. And then Monday there will be no stream, and I'll be going to see Monday Night Raw with Preston at Moda. So hopefully that'll be good. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Thank you to Megan for holding it down. Sarah, appreciate you, Matt, and everyone else. Shout out to the people watching on Twitter/X. Final score, Kraken 4, Senators 1. Joey DeCord misses the shutout, but he still is the man. We are here. Defend the deep, release the Kraken. And I got one question for you. Talk sports like us. Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Bang.